her first semester at Harvard University in 1988, Ketanji Brown Jackson was questioning whether she belonged there. Homesick for Florida and wondering if she could fit in among the prep school kids that made up much of her class, she passed an older black woman while walking across Harvard Yard. "I guess she knew how I was feeling, and she leaned over as we crossed and said, 'Persevere,'" Jackson told a Senate committee in 2022. Evidently, she took that woman's message to heart. Jackson's ascendancy to become the first black woman on the Supreme Court no doubt took plenty of perseverance. Unlike some of her colleagues, though, it has not yet led her to immense wealth. In fact, she ties with Brett Kavanaugh as the least wealthy justice, worth $2 million, according to Forbes estimates. About half of her entire net worth is tied up in her D.C. home, and the rest held in an investment portfolio and a stake in a vacation property. That said, she has a book coming out later this year that could give her fortune a bump, plus a generous pension to look forward to when she eventually retires. Born to two HBCU-educated teachers in Washington, D.C. in 1970, the 53-year-old Jackson is the second youngest justice on the court. Only Amy Coney Barrett is younger. Her family moved to Florida when she was 3 so her father could attend law school at the University of Miami, and she later recalled doing homework at the kitchen table while he pored over his textbooks, sparking her interest in law at an early age. While her parents advanced their careers, her mother became a principal at a top magnet school and her father became the attorney for the county school board. Jackson attended a very good public school, eventually becoming president of her high school. The speech and debate club shaped her trajectory. "I gained the self-confidence that can sometimes be quite difficult for women and minorities to develop at an early age," she said in a 2017 speech. "I have no doubt that of all the various things I've done, it was my high school experience as a competitive speaker that taught me how to lean in despite the obstacles." She had a tough time adjusting at Harvard, which she first visited for a high school debate tournament. But Jackson found community in musical theater, at one point partnering with classmate Matt Damon in a drama class. She also met her future husband there, Patrick Jackson, a sixth-generation Harvard legacy and quintessential Boston Brahmin, whose lineage can reportedly be traced back to English royalty. She graduated magna cum laude in 1992 and, after a brief stint as a reporter for Time, enrolled at Harvard Law School in 1993. 3 years later, Jackson earned her J.D., married Patrick, who had graduated from Columbia's medical school in 1995 and started a residency in Boston, and proceeded to clerk for 2 judges in the Northeast.